Tash here and welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another Q&A and today we are talking all things social media. I'm going to talk you through my tips and tricks for Instagram and YouTube. I often get quite a lot of DMs asking me questions about how I started my YouTube channel, how to gain the confidence to start a channel. Whenever I ask for video requests, you guys just ask me for tips and tricks, how I edit my photos. So I thought I'd pop a Q&A box over on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me over there, then you definitely should. It is at Tasha Glaysher. I will pop it here on screen and I always link it down below. I asked for some questions over there, as I said, on all things social media. I've written down the questions on a bit of paper for me to refer to. Some of the questions were quite similar, so I've kind of tried to put them into topics for you guys. So this may be a quite useful, interesting one for you guys interested in this kind of thing, or also if you're doing the same thing as me or you're wanting to start it. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy. I've got myself a cup of tea here, so definitely stop the video and grab yourself a hot drink, whether that's a cup of tea, maybe an iced latte, hot chocolate, whatever it is, go and grab one so you can get comfy and we can get straight into this social media Q&A. So, first question that a lot of you wanted to know, I'm guessing this is for people who also, like me, have a fashiony Instagram. They also do a little bit of blogging, and it was main tips for growing on Insta, how to gain a higher following and get more engagement on your posts. Now, everyone's top tip for this one that I've always known, I've always tried to follow and always try and give people as my top tip is just to be consistent. Obviously, if you're posting every day, that is going to give you more chances to either get on the explore page, for more people to find your page, for more brands to potentially find you. The more you are posting, the more you're likely to get a following that wants to come and follow you, because people like that consistency. They like to have someone who they can continuously follow their lives. They always know they're going to have a new picture to upload, someone that they can keep continuing to take inspiration from. So if you're obviously only uploading once a week, once a month, it's obviously not going to be consistent enough to gain you a loyal following or help you to reach new people. So try and plan your content. Try and do what maybe I do. I try and get multiple pictures at one go, so you don't have to always constantly every day be getting yourself ready to take a new photo. Try and get your outfits prepared, get your looks together, and take multiple content in one day. Then you've already got stuff prepared to post. I know a lot of people like to use apps that help plan out your feeds for you, and you can also even schedule in your posts if you are a really busy person. Maybe one day you can just spend the day literally planning and scheduling out your posts. That helps you to be more consistent. Another way I think it can really help you get more people engaged into your posts is obviously hashtags. I've always believed in using hashtags. You're allowed to use 30. Try and use the full 30, and it's kind of just like a trial and error. A lot of people think that you should switch them up with every post. I tend to get a little bit lazy with mine and can sometimes end up copying and pasting the same ones. I just have loads in my notes I can like go to and use, but I think it is quite important to try and switch them up and just, like I said, trial and error, see what works for you, whether it's be really specific with your hashtags or maybe try and use more wider ones. It can really just depend what can help you get the engagement. But honestly, on some of my posts, I know that the hashtags is what has like got a lot of engagement to a certain picture. Another way to up your engagement is obviously anyone engaging with your post, whether that's a like, a comment, if people share it, if people save it, that is going to get you more engagement and more people seeing that post. Therefore, if you want that engagement on your post, you need to go and support other people's posts, because they're not going to come and support you if you're not supporting them back. So what I love to do is, I have such a lovely group of girls that I follow on Instagram who also do the exact same thing as me, and I love to go and support them, and then I know they will support me back, because we all know that in this industry that is how it works. You need to support each other, and that support is really going to help to boost your engagement. So definitely gain a loyal sort of group of girls that you all support, because we all got to support each other in this industry. That is what it's all about. I love supporting the other girls, and also I find a lot of inspiration through the girls I follow. So yeah, be consistent, engage with other people, try hashtags, and also my final tip is have quality in your posts. Like, really take time to find what is working for you. Have a look through your photos which do best, maybe try and get more photos like that. But also, yeah, just kind of find like your theme and your style, because it's all well and good uploading consistently, but if those pictures don't have the quality there, then you're obviously not going to gain a following. Pictures aren't as likely to get as much engagement for people as in liking them, commenting on them. You want to have a good high quality picture, which obviously you can get through lighting, using the right editing, having a nice minimal background, are all really good ways of having a high quality picture. But yeah, although you want to be consistent, like anything, it is all about the quality over quantity. So even if you've got more pictures that are really good quality over posting on every day that maybe you're not so happy with, that's not going to get you as much engagement. So definitely make sure you're putting out posts that you would want to see yourself and would be inspired by if you were looking at that picture. So yeah, put out content that you know you'd love, that other people would love, and that you think would be inspirational to people and would gain you a good following. Obviously then that is going to help you with brands, which is moving on to the next question, which is how did you start working with brands? Did you reach out to them or vice versa? Someone said they really struggle reaching out to brands. Now, yeah, first proper collab I ever had was with I Saw It First, which obviously was a huge collab for me. I only had 2,000 followers, which I think really just shows more brands are really starting to reach out to more micro-influencers. They're starting to obviously realize that micro-influencers can still have an amazing engagement rate. So they're really considering us more, which I think is so, so great. So whether you're just starting out, it is just something you have to be patient with and just know with hard work, determination, passion, you will start getting reached out to by brands, because it definitely doesn't matter how many followers you have. I've known other girls that actually have 800 followers and be reached out to by Boohoo, just all because they really like your content. If you're making good quality content that they could potentially repost for themselves, they think other girls are going to see and love, then they will work with you, whether you've got 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers. So don't think that numbers matter too much. As long as it looks like you've got a good engagement, you've got a good female ratio engagement as well. They want you to have a good sort of heavily female based ratio audience on your account, then they may definitely take you into consideration. So yeah, I was lucky enough to be emailed by them. Pretty much 90% of the time, if they are a well-known brand, they will reach out to you by email. That is why it's really important to have your email linked to your account, and also I quite like to have mine in my bio, just because then it's really easy for the brand. If they come across your profile, they're going to straight away see your email address, straight away be able to contact you if they like what you see. Also, that is how most brands are obviously going to find you, is by your Instagram. Take that in mind when you are posting your content. Think, okay, this is what a brand is going to see. Usually maybe like the first 12 photos need to always be your absolute best. So that's why I say don't post anything that you're not 100% proud of, because those first few photos, they're not going to scroll and scroll along years. They're going to want to see it right at the beginning. It needs to be eye-catching. That's why a lot of girls have a nice theme, have it looking nice and clear and minimal, because that is what they're looking for. They want to see that you can promote their clothes, and other girls are going to look at your post and be inspired by the clothing. So 100% think about your feed. Think about that is how a brand is going to see and want to work with you. So mostly I have let brands reach out to me. So as I said, email is really important. However, there's nothing saying that you can't reach out to brands. I have in the past reached out to a brand and been successful, and they have wanted to work with me. So there is nothing saying you can't do that. If you are going to do that, I would obviously try and find the right email address. Some of them have it on their website, some of them have it in their bios. Obviously, you want to approach this right though. You don't literally just obviously want to email them like, hi, would you be able to give me a product? You obviously kind of want to pitch yourself a bit. Let them know what you can give to them. Just let them know that you love their products and that you'd be happy to support them, and just, yeah, ask them how you personally would be able to support them. Then they will let you know whether they have any collabs available. So that is kind of how I would approach that one. If you do struggle with reaching out to them via email, honestly, I would just try and wait. I know some days you're putting in so much effort and it feels like you're not getting a lot. Other days, I promise you, the time will come and you'll get more collabs than you've ever had before. You will just start getting in the emails from lots of different brands. That is how it happened with me. I just kept persevering with it, putting my all into it. If you really have a passion for it, you won't mind just sort of waiting and seeing, because I've always just loved doing it for myself. It's just like a hobby, and I just love getting content. I love posting the pictures, editing. So when you really love it, obviously you don't mind as much the outcome, but the hard work always does pay off. I've ended up being able to work with so many really amazing brands, even at under 10k followers. Also, if you are just starting out and you are obviously looking to make your Instagram more bloggy and wanting to work with brands, I would also say maybe go out and buy a couple of items from some of your favorite brands and almost take a picture for them as if you are promoting the item, and post it on your page like a fashion blogger post and tag the brand. And also this is another way for obviously brands to then be able to find you and hopefully maybe want to work with you and reach out to you. Hopefully that was helpful. I feel like I'm such a rambler, but hopefully I don't bore you guys too much. Next question is this your full-time job? Now, I totally wish that it could be. Obviously, I don't really make that much money for it. I've just had my channel monetized on YouTube, so obviously I'm only really small on YouTube still, so not making loads from that either. So I just would not be able to afford to do this as a full-time job, as much as I absolutely love what I do in terms of Instagram and YouTube. I do have a full-time job which is just office-based. It's an office job. It's Monday to Friday, so I have been lucky enough to still have a job during lockdown. I've been working from home. My whole job I'm able to do on my laptop, so I've been quite lucky that I have still had that routine. I've had the money still coming in. I've had a job. I do feel very blessed for that, and I will continue to have that job for a while. I don't mind what I do, and so I will be staying within that for the time being. Like I say, one day it would be the absolute dream to work for myself, be self-employed, potentially have enough subscribers on YouTube to do it as a full-time job, continue to blog on Instagram, continue to work with brands. I absolutely love being able to work with my favorite brands. It is such a blessing. I always feel so grateful anytime I get gifted anything by a brand. So yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm gonna work hard for it. So I just think if I can believe it, if I can dream it, then I can do it. So anything is possible. And yeah, that's the answer. It's not my full-time job right now, but one day I'm gonna put it out there, it will be. Next question, what camera do you use? So ever since I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I did decide to invest in a camera. I went for the Canon G7X, which is what I'm filming on right now. Mine is the Mark II. If you are looking to invest in the G7X, I would recommend getting the Mark II. I think they brought out a Mark III, but reading and hearing a lot of reviews on it, there's not a lot different other than the fact that they just bumped the price up of it. So definitely I would say have a look at the G7X Mark II. I would 100% recommend it as a first camera, especially if you know you're wanting to do a little bit of vlogging as well as sit down videos. It's the perfect little compact camera to take out and about with you. Really good if you want to take pictures with it as well. Like I said, perfect for vlogging, even just perfect for sit down videos like this. It has the flip up camera so you can see yourself, see what you're doing. I love it. Really good quality, really good focus, and a really good first camera. I would love for like sit down videos to invest in a sort of bigger camera just for more quality of sit down videos, but that is something that I would only end up investing in sort of time to come when I do grow a bit more. For now, this is definitely perfect, and as I said, it was a little bit of an investment. I think it was around £400 to £500. However, I knew that I was very, very passionate about doing YouTube, and I knew I would get a lot of use out of it, which I have so far. But honestly, it does not say that to start a YouTube channel you need a really good camera. Even if you just have an iPhone qualities are really, really good these days. So I know a lot of girls who have started out literally just on their iPhone. I know Sid and Elle, they literally started out on their iPhone, and look at them now, absolutely smashing it. You don't need all the equipment just to start. If you want to start, then I would say start. Even right now, I'm not even using my tripod. I've literally got my camera like piled up on different things. Get it at the right height. Sometimes it's not all professional. If people are gonna like you and your content, then they will subscribe for you. Would you ever start your own brand, for example, clothes and accessories? Now, that would be amazing. If one day I could get myself in a position where I was able to do that, then yeah, 100% definitely would. I mean, I would obviously want to be at a stage where I had a loyal amount of subscribers that would probably actually want to buy the stuff. I would definitely want to make sure that I had that, otherwise it would obviously end up being a bit of a waste. Yeah, and I would also definitely want to make sure that I had the quality there and the stuff that I was selling. Wouldn't want to just put something out there for the sake of it. I would want to obviously make it a reasonable price as well. There'd be so much to take into consideration, but if I was ever lucky enough to be put in the position where I could do something like that, that would definitely be something I would love to do. What do you edit on, and how did you learn to edit? So first of all, I feel like I've mentioned this before, I started off on my boyfriend's computer and he had Sony Vegas on that. And as a first starting beginner editing software, I really, really liked it. So if any of you have Sony Vegas, I would definitely say give it a go. That was really easy to use. And then I invested in a MacBook, which again was a really good investment for me. I've used it so much since I bought it. And on that I use iMovie, and a lot of it on iMovie is really easy to use actually. Really easy just to learn the basics, as in importing your footage, how to split a clip, transitions, how to add titles. It's all basically there for you, and anything else I kind of wanted to learn and be able to do in a bit more advanced. I just obviously, anything you want to know, you can just literally type into the internet, type into YouTube, and I'm sure someone's done a tutorial for it. I watched a few tutorials to help me with the beginning steps, help me with a few advanced things, and I've basically done that. And then over time, as I've gone on, I've either just learned things myself, picked up things myself, where I literally edit 2 videos a week. It just comes natural that you kind of just learn more as you're going, you get better at it as you go. So a lot of it's obviously just practice. Practice makes perfect. I've always said that I'd love to advance to using Final Cut Pro. I feel like that would take a little bit more time to learn and get used to doing more advanced editing, but I would definitely love to get to the stage where I could do a little bit more advanced editing, because I do feel like with some type of videos, putting in a little bit extra effort into the editing does go a long way. So yeah, it's something I would definitely love to have the time to get better at. Yeah, I've just learned different things along the way. There's always room for improvement, but yeah, definitely YouTube tutorials and just kind of teaching yourself really. How do you edit your Instagram pictures? Now again, I get a lot of questions on this one, and I'm gonna let you into my favorite Instagram app, which is Lightroom. If you haven't downloaded it, then you definitely need to. Over on Lightroom, you can either create your own presets, you can buy other people's presets through Lightroom. Lots of influencers sell their own presets, which if you feel like you really love theirs, may be worth doing. Or like me, you can just, as I said, create your own preset, or even just switch it up for every single photo. Lightroom is just great for helping you adjust brightness, changing colors, sharpening pictures. So much you can do on Lightroom. And then yeah, if you really like an edit, you can save it, and saving that is called a preset, and then you can just keep adding that to every photo that you have. Makes editing really quickly as well actually, if you have a preset, because you can literally just whack it onto each photo, or even if you want to switch it up, whack on the preset, change a few things around to adjust to that photo. But yeah, Lightroom for Instagram is definitely my best friend, and then I just pop it into Instagram, maybe switch around a couple of things through their editing on the app, and then literally just upload it. So yeah, I know a lot of girls also use Lightroom, and as I said, there's lots of pre-made presets out there if you want to choose one of them. And yeah, like I said before as well, it is quite important to try and put the same preset and filter on every photo, because then that helps you to make a consistent feed. How do you deal with hate? So I've only recently kind of started to get more hate comments, say on YouTube. I've never really had any hate comments on Instagram. I feel like over there I'm just still kind of in a position where a lot of my support is from other girls who do the same sort of thing as me, so I'm very lucky to have them support me. And then on YouTube, I've only just started to get a few hate comments. So you just have to think that no matter what you do, there's always going to be them kind of people out there. As sad and as horrible that is to think, it is just the position you put yourself in. You're putting yourself out on the internet, and for some reason people think they have the authority to be able to write such horrible things to you. It was something I will never understand. But you just have to remember that person is hiding behind a screen. They're probably hiding behind their own insecurities. It is such a cowardly thing, and just think it is probably them pushing their insecurities, trying to push it on over to you. And what I personally like to do is I literally, if I get a hate comment, I just remove it straight away. I try not to think about it too much, try not to let it affect me, because I think there is so much more lovely comments that outweigh those couple of hate comments. And yeah, I mean, sometimes I can overthink it. When I read that comment, I think, oh God, is everybody thinking that? Is that true? And then I just think, no, I'm not gonna let it affect me. Like I say, I remove it. I then try not to think about it. And you just have to remember that is what's gonna come with doing this. There is always gonna be horrible people like that. But then I also just try and think, that person is giving you that extra view, they're helping boost your engagement, so at the end of the day they're actually helping you. Never let it stop you, because there is more to life than them horrible people. At the end of the day, they're just bullies, and their life's probably not that great, and a lot of the time it also comes down to jealousy. So Never let it stop you doing from what you want to do whatever makes you happy, and just remember, people are always going to say something whether you're doing it bad or good, but then just think you're doing exactly what you want, and at the end of the day you would regret more not doing what you wanted and what you loved than thinking, oh, I just didn't do that just because I let a couple of people's comments affect me. Yeah, it's just a mindset you kind of have to get into. I'm lucky enough that it's not loads, and I would just hope that one day when I know, I'm sure there's going to be more people wanting to judge and comment on my life, I just hope I continue to have that same mindset to help push me through it. Do you feel you always have to look a certain way online? Now, a lot of the time I do, which is quite sad. I film most of my videos, I do feel like I need to get up and put on a full face of makeup. I do feel like I have to look a certain way in my YouTube videos. Obviously when I vlog and things like that, I will vlog with no makeup on. I'll vlog when I just woken up straight away. I've vlogged when I've had bad skin. So no, in a sense, like I do have the confidence to put myself online, not at my best, but at the same time, on my Instagram feed, I always want to be looking my best. Like everyone else, I want to get them right angles, I want to get the right lighting, I want to have a nice full face of makeup on. I most of the time only film and shoot with a pair of lashes on, just because again, I feel like it makes me look better. So yeah, it is quite sad that there is this kind of idea of a look that you have to look like, and also, yeah, I guess it is that thing of confidence, and I guess just, yeah, the way the internet and social media has made us think we need to look. However, like I said, I hope I can get more confidence to do it more, but I have started to wear less makeup on, say, things like vlogs or makeup videos, and I do want to put out that message to my followers that you don't have to look a certain way. You can look exactly how you want. To have a certain look doesn't mean you have to wear loads of makeup. It doesn't mean you have to be a certain height, a certain weight. I mean, like I say, in a sense, I do feel like trying to do YouTube and being a fashion blogger, sometimes I feel like I have to look a certain way, but also I am learning to love myself a lot more and learning to love my differences and love my own body and love the way I look. I hope that kind of answered the question. Final question is biggest collab you've had and who? So like I said, I've been very lucky to have quite a few good collabs. And maybe my most recent one, which I recently told you guys about in a video and you would have seen on my Instagram, but Missguided reached out to me, and they've always been one of my absolute favourite online shops, and they're obviously quite a big brand that I'm sure you guys all know and love as well. So I felt so blessed and grateful to have been reached out by them. I'm so super excited to work with them. A couple of other amazing brands I've worked with though have been Bondi Sands, Lounge Underwear, Boohoo, Zaful. So yeah, quite a few really good ones. So like I said, for still having under 10k followers, I feel very blessed to have been reached out by them, and they have been great brands to work for. So I can only hope I can continue working with them and continue to grow the brands I am working with. Yeah, I'm definitely very proud of myself, how far I've come with it so far, and hopefully with continuing hard work and a lot of passion and determination within what I do, hopefully I can continue growing a lovely loyal following and continue working with brands, as that is what I love. So that was everything from me today, guys, and my all things social media Q&A. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions that you had regarding influencing, blogging, YouTube, Instagram, all those things. I get requests like this quite often, so hopefully this helped you guys, whether you're wanting to start an Instagram, start a YouTube, or whether you already have one on the go, or whether you just wanted to find out a little bit more about what it is I do in terms of Instagram and YouTube. So if you guys did enjoy it, then please do smash that thumbs up button. That would mean so much to me, and all your support means the world. And if you don't already, I would love for you to come subscribe, come and join my little growing family over here on YouTube. I would love to have you here. And again, it's a huge thank you from me. I can't wait to go soon with a brand new video.